How's it going, Internet? This is Jacob with Jacob Reviews Things. And if you could tell by the thumbnail, we're going to talk about a lot of knives today. These are all knives that I have bought from my work, or knives that I have that we've sold from my work. Yeah, so I figured this would be a good opportunity for you guys to see more of my collection. And, I'm always talking about selling knives to people, and this would be a good opportunity for you guys to see a very small selection of the stuff I sell. So yeah, let's get into it. Before I do that, though, since we're talking about my job, I just want to thank everybody who subscribed to the channel, especially everybody who's been here since day one. Without all the nice comments and things you guys said, and just the fact that people subscribed, I wouldn't have had the confidence to apply for the job I currently have. I wouldn't have a lot of these nice knives, and I wouldn't be able to share them with you guys. So thank you so much. Yeah, it's made a big difference. So let's get into it here. I guess we'll start with the fixed blades. Now, I'm a little bit embarrassed to say I still don't actually know what muela this is, like what it's actually called. But yeah, it's a muela. For those of you who don't know, muela, it's a Spanish knife company. Let's see. Yeah, it says made in Spain on there. My camera just sucks. There we go. Yeah, this is a great knife. It was less than 50 bucks. Awesome fixed blade. Muela makes amazing fixed blades, especially their cheaper options are great. They punch way above their weight. This one's kind of got a little bit of a recurve, very choppy. It's got a guard at the same time, so it's very good. Very good knife. Comes with a nice leather sheath. All right. Let's see what's next. Let's do another muela. Why not? So this knife I got at my work before I even started working here. I bought this when I was a little kid from the exact same place I work. This was my first fixed blade. I love it. It's the Muela 2512. Yeah, same thing. Made in Spain. Great knife. I've used this knife more than just about anything else I own. I love it to death. It's not the best fixed blade in my collection, but I love it. You can tell it's been used and sharpened and everything quite a lot. Yeah. So yeah, check out Muela knives, everybody. Great stuff. All right, let's keep going with the fixed blades. This was something I acquired more recently. Gerber Prodigy. Made in America. Made in Portland, Oregon. This is a part of like the light infantryman, strong arm. I think there's one called the Fire Strike. Gerber has a bunch of knives that look almost exactly like this, with some small differences here and there. This is just the one I happen to like the most. We sell all the knives I just mentioned at my work. The Prodigy just has a handle that I really like. It fits my hand very well. Got a good glass breaker right there. Normally I'm not a big fan of knives with half serrated edges, but it was the only option, so hey, whatever, man. And after using it, I honestly don't mind it that much. It's kind of a nice thing to have every once in a while. The sheath on this, beefy, overbuilt. I love it. Like, this is a sheath that you can do anything with. And it has good retention on the knife. So yeah, nothing bad to say about that knife. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, and these are going to be quick, guys. We've got a lot of knives to get through, and some of these knives do have full reviews, so if they do, I will mention that. All right, K-Bar Short Tonto. I bought this as a knife just to keep in my car, which is where it stays. I just like having a good Tonto, good stabby knife with a great edge, Amazing. Got a good guard, so if I have to stab through something in my car for whatever reason, I'm not worried about my hand going over the edge. It is a stick tang or a rat tang, whatever you want to call it, but it does go all the way through the handle, so technically It is a full tang. It's just not a full width tang. That's something I learned recently. Some knife terminology for you guys. Yeah, you can get these with a leather sheath. You can get them with a partially serrated edge like that Gerber. Not my thing, so that's why I got this one. This Kydex sheath, it's just easier to fit in my car. So yeah. Alright, let's keep moving. Now, this next knife, the Woox Rock 62. This is not a knife I bought at my work, but this is a knife we do sell at my work. I just found it. I got a better deal on it somewhere else. Yeah. Great knife. Sleipnir steel, which, man, that steel is the truth. Dude, oh my god. It holds an edge like you wouldn't believe. It's amazing. Great micarta handles. This grip is might be a little weird. It's not for everybody, but it does come with different grip options as well. Very ergonomic, very thick handle, good blade shape. They put an excellent edge on it. Like I said, it's held its edge pretty well. I haven't used and abused it quite as much as I'd like, but it does well. It does work. All right. Oh yeah, and I'm still not sure what part of this knife is or isn't made in America. On the box it said made in America and Italy. I know for sure the sheath is made in Italy. I'm guessing the knife's made in America, but do your own research because I'm not 100% sure. Alright, my air conditioning's turned on. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Alright, next up, the Buck Brahma, or the Buck 117, depending on what you want to call it. Or, yeah, 117. Now, this is just a smaller version of the classic Buck fixed blade. Oh man, I always forget the number. I think it's the 119. But, yeah. I've never really wanted the 119 because I have a K-bar, and to me, if you have one, you don't really need the other. That's just me. But the Brahma, it's a great size, great for hiking, great for just carrying around, EDC. I EDC this knife quite a bit, actually. It's very non-threatening looking, which is nice when you're carrying it out in public. Yeah, knife's made in America. I don't believe... Oh, the sheath, I think, is made in America as well. Yeah, let's go, Buck. Yeah, man, Buck, they make a lot of good knives made in America that are affordable. It's really nice to see. We sell a lot of them at my work, and this is one of them. Alright, moving on. Oh boy, I should have looked up the full name of this stupid knife. So this is the Victoriano Outdoor Master Mick L, I believe is what this is called. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it's an awesome knife. It's Victorianox's first fixed blade that they've ever produced. And you know who they had it, you know who makes it for them? Muela. Yeah, that's right. That's what I mean when I say Muela. They know their stuff. They're really good at making knives. Go check out a Muela. Now, this is a knife we got on a show special at my work, so we did not sell it for like the normal retail price that you see other places, which is like $200, $250, at least like $180. We were able to get it on a show special and sell it to the public for $100, which means I got it for like $80. So I'm a very happy man. Like, it's been over a year since that happened, and I'm still very happy. Extremely ergonomic. It has an edge like a laser beam. I've never... I don't think it's my sharpest knife or even my sharpest fixed blade out of the box, but wow, it had an edge like nothing else I've handled. It's Scandi ground. Yeah, I mean, it starts off very thick, and then you have just a crazy thin edge. Like an edge so thin my camera definitely will not be able to pick it up. But yeah, you can kind of get an idea. Great knife. Great knife. It's the same steel that they use on all their other, Victorinox uses on everything else, that German 1.4116 or whatever it is. I can never remember the exact number. But yeah, good steel. It's held its edge very, very well. Yeah, still crazy stupid sharp. Great sheath. Comes with a fire starter, which is awesome. You can adjust the retention on your sheath. I have it on like the lowest setting and no issues. My knife's not flying out. So yeah, oh, the only thing you should know about this knife if you're thinking about getting it, aside from the price, which I find a bit much, is that it doesn't really have like a tip. It's got a very, very obtuse, kind of weak tip. Yeah, it doesn't really, the edge doesn't go like that into a point. It kind of just goes like into like kind of an edge, not a point. So great knife, but that's something to be aware of. All right, we're almost done with the fixed blades. We got 3 more to go. CRKT Spit. This is a fun little neck knife that I carry on my belt because I don't like neck knives. Just don't like having something around my neck. I don't even like even a necklace. It's too much, man. Don't like it. This, I love it. Love this knife, man. 8CR13 MOV steel, which nothing to write home about, but hey, I trust CRKT to do good work. And yeah, haven't had any chips or rolling or anything crazy happen. The tip hasn't bent or broke. Yeah, I mean, I love this knife. It very ergonomic, super easy to use. I mean, it's basically just like a little box cutter, like fixed blade box cutter. It's dope. It kind of reminds me of my Spyderco Ronin 2, just shrunk down and more EDC friendly. So if you're somebody who likes the CRKT Minimalist, I would recommend getting this knife because it's very comparable. In fact, I'm going to leave it up here because the next knife is indeed a CRKT Minimalist. Now, we saw a few different varieties of the Minimalist at my work. This is just the one I like the most because Persian style knives are my favorite blade shape. There's just something about it I love. So yeah, I have the Minimalist with the Persian blade. Love it. Everything. For those of you who've never handled a Minimalist, this shape might look extremely uncomfortable or unergonomic. Nope, it fits everybody's hand. I have genuinely never met somebody who didn't think this knife was comfortable. My little brother, he's not little, he's 6'7". He has he's got huge hands. I think we measured once and they're the same size as like LeBron James's. He's a big dude. This fits his hand, is really nice. He actually wants me to grab one of these for him. So yeah, highly recommend this knife. It's great for EDC. It's a good little knife to have, like if you're just going on like a short little hike or something. I really like it. All right, and one more fixed blade, and again, kind of like with the Wuchs Rock 62, this is sort of cheating. I did not buy this at my work, but we do sell Mora knives, and we do sell the Mora knife Eldris. We actually sell it in this exact same color and in red. Yeah, this is one of my favorite knives, just in general, especially for EDC purposes. This just sits on my desk at home, and anytime I need a knife in the house, this is usually what I pick up, and it does work, man. It's never failed at something. I have nothing bad to say about this. Fits the hand great. It's very chunky, very wide, very like an obtuse handle shape. Yeah, good, perfect size blade for a small knife. Lets you get some really nice deep cuts like that. Scandi ground edge like just about every other Mora. I think every other Mora actually. But yeah, very sharp. Holds a good edge. It's easy to sharpen. Yeah, I mean, you can tell by all the scratches and stuff. I've been using this a lot and love it. Love it, love it, love it. Mora knife is a great company. And the Eldris is a great knife. All right, folding knives now. All right, Again, this is kind of cheating. So, those of you may know, one of my first videos on this channel was a CRKT Ritual. That exact Ritual I owned, I ended up selling to a pawn shop because I was kind of tight on money. That was back when I was unemployed for 2 months and started this channel for something to do. So yeah, I bought this at my work. We were selling these. Guys, I have a full review on this. Go watch it. It's not a great review. That was before I even had a tripod, so it's a shitty review, but it's the shitty review of a great knife. Like, yeah. I would recommend watching my review anyway if you want to know more of what I think about it. But basically, I love it. It makes me happy. It makes me smile. This is a knife that brings me joy. Great joy. And I've I've had both of my Rituals that I've owned have the absolute shit beaten out of them. This one by a customer. He bent the crap out of the tip, and another customer who was a blacksmith fixed it for me. Shout out to David. Thank you, David. Yeah, the other one I beat up. So I can tell you the steel they use in these CRKT Rituals, it will bend, but it will not break, which is a good thing. So, great knife, great steel, great company, looks beautiful. They do make it in a smaller version if you don't want a big honking 4-inch blade. You know, some people prefer the smaller knives. I think this is perfect just the way it is, though. Alrighty, moving on to this knife. I did actually buy from the knife case at my work. The Buck Highline XL. This is another knife that, man, I just like it. It makes me happy. It's just I don't like cleaver knives normally, but I love this one. It's just so useful. You know, with that big 4-inch blade, you can just all day make cuts like that. Come in, just use that little tip and just unzip boxes with that thing, man. Great action. It's really light. This is actually one of the lighter folding knives I own, despite how big it is. Like I said, again, 4-inch 4-inch blade. The Highline XL, I think, actually weighs less than the normal Highline. I'm going off memory there. It's been a while since I handled a normal-sized Highline. But yeah, you can get this in the all blacked out version as well. I personally prefer the bronze color. Nice, it gives it a nice accent. Yeah. Moving on. All right. This is a Buck Onset right here. And to be honest, this is a knife I haven't used a whole lot. I've owned it for a long time, and it kind of just doesn't get used as much as it should, which is sad because I love the design of this. Yeah, it's one of those knives where they got the handle angle perfect, so it's kind of in line with your wrist when you're stabbing. You see what I mean? Where my wrist bones are going straight that way, and so is the tip. Just makes it very easy to stab with, very controllable. And because when you're not stabbing and you grip it normally, you can see the blade kind of leans forward a little. Very, like, I don't want to compare it to a kukri because it's not very, but yeah, you get the idea. It's almost recurvy. So it's very good at slashing and stabbing. I mean, this is just a well thought out design with a frame lock, S45 VN. It's gonna be indestructible. Good work, Buck. Or as indestructible as a folding knife can be. You know, nothing in this world's indestructible. Moving on to another super tough folder. The Spyderco Paramilitary 2 in crew wear with micarta. This is a knife this is probably my second favorite folding knife. If I was gonna like rank every folding knife I owned, like just objectively taking my own biases out of it, this is the best one. But I do have my biases, so there's knives I like more. But yeah, the Paramilitary 2, man, it lives up to the hype. It's kind of like with the Minimalist. yet to encounter somebody who doesn't like the paramilitary 2. I've met people who like the Para 3 more or would prefer the military, but nobody who picks this up and goes, ugh, oh, get this out of my hand. Oh, it's hurting me. Oh, it hurt. Oh, it's so uncomfortable. I've never had that reaction from a customer. So yeah, the paramilitary 2 lives up to the hype. Crew wear steel is the truth. It's so easy to sharpen, and it just, yeah, crew wear is incredible. It's a great steel. And if you're like me and you're a proud Coloradan, then this one's made in Golden. This is one of the Spydercos that is made right here in Colorado in the USA. Yeah, smooth action. You got the, oh no, oh god, why am I spacing out on the, oh no. What do they call this lock? Oh god. Well, that's embarrassing. It'll come to me. It's going to come to me like at the end of the video. Compression lock. There we go. Great lock. Great pocket clip. You can move the pocket clip around however you want. Yeah. This is an awesome knife. It will get its own review someday, but that's a hard knife to review, man. You know, I feel like I really don't have anything to contribute to that conversation. So, moving on to another Spyderco. This is actually the knife that got me into collecting knives many years ago. Like, seriously, collecting knives, I suppose. The Spyderco Persistence. I went to a class up at CSU where I was out in the woods for a month, and everybody had cooler knives than me, man. Way cooler knives. I did not. I just had my little Swiss Army knife, and these guys had all these flippers and stilettos and big K-bar, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I need a modern folding knife. I need something that isn't a Swiss Army knife. And I went down to the place where I currently work. Yeah, bought a Spyderco Persistence. I've used and abused this to death. And, man, Spyderco really knows what they're doing with their steel. Because this is 8CR13 MOV, and it does not act like 8CR13 MOV. Like, I've cut metal, like, you know when you get big shipments of, like, I don't know, just a big shipment, and they have those metal, like, cable straps that are, like, that thick? Yeah, I've cut through those with this, like, very easily. Now, I did have to sharpen the knife afterwards, and the knife did not... the edge was basically ruined after that, but hey, it did it. It didn't, like, actually chip the blade or roll the edge over or anything crazy. It just dulled the shit out of it. So, Spyderco Persistence, great knife. It's on the smaller side. Like, yeah, let's get the Para 2 back out here. Para 2's got like a 3.5-inch blade. This is, I think, almost exactly 3. Yeah, smaller handle, but still ergonomic. Alright, now, moving on. Let's see, where should we go next? Let's do the Schrade Divergent. Now, I made a quick little short on a little YouTube short talking about this knife and how much I like it, and since then it's just grown on me. It's super fidgety, super fun, easy to carry. Yeah, Schrade has their own version of the Benchmade lock, so yeah, and it works great. Got a harpoon shaped blade there, Oz 8 steel, and yeah, I just love this knife. Most of my coworkers own this knife as well, and they all love it. It's held up great for them. This is another, because it's a cheap knife, we all just use and abuse them, and yeah, no issues. That will get its own review eventually. I just need to use it more. Now, let's move on to my favorite CRKT folding knife, the CRKT Mohawk. Man, this knife is so freaking comfortable to use. It's unreal. I would need a full video to just geek out about how smart this handle design is and how well it flows with the blade and blah, blah, blah. But we're trying to be quick here. So very ergonomic, very snappy, very easy to use. Yeah. And it's got a fun, unique pocket clip. And when the light hits it just nice, it's got a very cool look to it. Kind of a sleeper. Yeah. Stylish knife. Like low-key stylish. And I believe the steel is D2. Let's see if my camera... Ma design... It doesn't say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's D2. Yeah, love it. This is my favorite CRKT to carry. This is one of my favorite knives to carry in general. Highly recommend. Alright, now onto another favorite knife. The SOG Terminus. Yes, that is the Terminus. SOG Terminus XR. Yeah. Sorry. We're going quick and all these names are blending together and anyway, like with the Schrade Divergent, they have their own SOG has their own version of Benchmade's lock. And it's very fun, very fidgety, especially since they put thumb studs and a flipper on this knife. Like, they didn't need to do that. They really didn't, but man, I'm glad they did. Yeah, easy to use. I have a full review on this knife. Go look through the channel. I'd recommend watching it because this is a knife that is definitely worth your time. So yeah, we're going to move on now. Jeez, we still got a ways to go. All right. Another Spyderco Police. Now, I got very lucky with this knife. I got it on like a super sale at my work. I think I paid $80 for it. VG10. Yeah. I love the Police, man. It's too big for some people, not for me. I EDC this a lot. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing bad to say about this knife. It's everything you would want in a Spyderco, just taken to a bigger, kind of more extreme size. Got a good backlock, GRFN handles with I don't know what they call the pattern, this particular pattern, you know. But yeah, it's very grippy. One thing that kind of sucks though is it's easy to get shit stuck in it. Like, yeah, look at that crap. Whatever. No big deal. Made in Seki City, Japan. Alright, let's move on to another Spyderco. We're going to get into the auto knives real quick here. Spyderco Autonomy. Woo! The Autonomy 2. This is the best automatic knife I've ever handled. I believe it's the best one on the market. I'm sure... I mean, I've handled Protex, I've handled the Benchmade Claymore, I've handled all kinds of different autos, and this one to me is the winner. Maybe not as far as ergonomics are concerned, because it's a bit chunky. Some people might not like that, but as far as quality goes, I have never seen an automatic knife that matches this. It's also the sharpest folding knife I've ever bought. By far. They got a really good edge on that LC200N. Yeah, I mean, great knife. It's going to take me a while to review it because I just don't use it a whole lot. This is kind of a stupid spur of the moment. Oh my god, I have an opportunity to buy an Autonomy at a discount kind of a decision, and I don't regret it, but I just need to use the knife more before I can review it. But yeah, guys, it's the real deal. It's awesome. All right, next auto. Gerber Empower. Great knife. Incredibly good looking. I mean, look at that. That's just sexy right there. Man. Got a dagger shaped blade. Kind of a dagger drop point. S30V steel. Oop. S30V made in America. In Portland, Oregon. Functions great. This is the auto I carry the most. Not because it's my favorite, but because it was the one I paid the least amount of money for and the one I won't care if something happens to it. I will care. I'll be very sad, honestly, but like I said, this is the one I spent the least amount of money on. And yeah, I've been using it quite a lot. I really like it. I didn't think this blade shape would be great for EDC, and it's not the best, but it works. It's functional. I enjoy using it. Haven't had any issues. Sharpening it has been a pain for some reason, but I suck at sharpening, so that's probably a me thing and not on the knife. Oh yeah, very nice safety. Very easy to use. Yeah, this is just a very well thought out, well designed. You can tell Gerber really put in the effort here. All right, it's been a half hour, so we're gonna speed run these last few knives. Some of them are cheating anyway. Last auto, the SOG Kiku. I love this. I love this blade shape, man. I love the micarta handles. I love the way it comes out. I mean, this one, yeah, you feel like the thud in your hands when that blade locks into place, and that's a fun feeling, man. Yeah, deep carry pocket clip, very easy to carry in the pocket. S35 VN. So better steel, in my opinion, than the Gerber, but very comparable. The safety's back here, kind of a weird spot, but whatever. It doesn't bother me because I don't use the safeties anyway. And yeah, you just press the button just like every other auto, folds in, and you use the thumb studs. If you press down on this button, it won't deploy, so you have to use the thumb studs. Some people may not like that. I'm a thumb stud guy. I don't mind. All right, let's keep going. We're almost there. The Baron Sons Rancor 4, I believe, is what this is. Now, for those of you who haven't heard of Baron Sons, they're a company out of Alabama. As far as I know, all their knives are made in America. This one's made in America. I believe they're all actually made in Alabama, which is very nice. It's always good to support a USA-made company. And this is the folding knife I keep in my car. The only reason is because it has this little glass breaker on the end. That's literally it. And because, like I said with the K-bar, I just feel like a Tonto is just a good shape for a car knife, you know? Again, it has Baron Sons version of Benchmade's lock. Man, I'm doing bad with names tonight. Okay. Whatever. You guys know what Benchmade's lock looks like. We don't need to know the name. Yeah. So a lot like with the Schrade Divergent and the SOG Terminus. Jesus. Yeah, whatever it is. Very fidgety, easy to use. All right, we're coming into the final stretch here. These are all knives that were given to me by customers or coworkers. Random Smith & Wesson, no idea. Customer gave it to me. That same customer later gave me a CRKT Provoke. There's a little issue with the lock. That's why he gave it to me. But hey, I'm happy with it. It works great for me. Jody, you are the man. Thank you for both these knives. Actually, Jody also gave one of my coworkers this Spyderco Persian, which I then traded my coworker for it because this is one of the knives I've been on the hunt for forever. So Jody, thank you. You're way too generous. We don't deserve you. If you're watching this, you're the man. And then finally, one last karambit. This is I don't even know what company makes this. It's just like a shitty $5 karambit that one of my coworkers got as a gag gift for Christmas. So yeah, fun way to end the video. Something silly. Yeah. So this was a long one, everybody. If you made it to the end, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. As you can see, I've got a lot of reviews to do, so more will be coming. Peace out. Thank you all for being here. And like I said, thank you all for the encouragement. I wouldn't have the job I have right now without you guys. So thank you so much. Deuces.